April 13th. A Friday. The trajectory you calculate for it included the possibility of hitting Earth. Okay? So we named it. That asteroid we did not name Tiffany. No. Name that one Apophis, the Egyptian god of death and darkness. Okay? With more data available after a few more weeks, they got a more refined orbit, and we're able to show that it will not hit us in 2029, but it will have a close approach. This thing is the size of the Rose Bowl, by the way. Close approach where it will come closer to us than our orbiting communication satellites. Wow. It'll be the biggest, closest thing ever to have been seen to come near Earth. Now, it turns out, of our current uncertainties in the orbit, it includes what we're calling the keyhole. The keyhole is a range of trajectories as it comes by Earth, where if it threads that, if it goes through that keyhole, Earth's gravity on its trajectory will be just right. Or rather, just wrong. So that the next time around, 7 years later, it will hit Earth. And if it goes through the center of the keyhole, it will hit Earth 500 kilometers west of Santa Monica. It'll plunge into the Pacific Ocean to a depth of 3 miles, explode at that depth, cavitating the ocean to a hole 3 miles wide. It'll send us a tsunami from that initial impact that's 5 stories tall, that'll completely cover the Pacific Rim. It'll be 5 stories tall by the time it reaches California. Okay? It'll be much lower when it gets to Japan and to Hawaii. Now, there's still the matter of that hole in the ocean we just spoke of. Here, the first wave comes. What happens if you have a hole in the ocean? Yeah, water goes back in. So your water, your 3-mile-high wall of water, you're going to go back in, you slosh against yourself, rise high, almost to the stratosphere, and you fall back down, cavitating the ocean again, making yet another tsunami. So you do the calculations about this, you get about 40 tsunamis, each separated by a minute, about 45 seconds. So here you are, the wave comes, it'll go through all the multi-million-dollar Malibu homes, right, there it is. Then, it'll go only about a quarter mile inland before the next wave needs that water in order for it to come. So all that water gets sucked back out to the ocean, bringing the homes with it. Then the next wave comes and brings the homes back, but in a slightly different shape. Okay? And so this continues, and all the homes that were on the ocean shore become this churning, ablative mass that wipes the entire coast clean of all traces of human activity. And nobody has to die from this, because we would know this would happen well in advance. You just have to evacuate the entire west coast of the United States. Now, actually it occurred to me 2 people would die. 2, we know the 2 people. There's the stupid surfer, okay? Who wants to surf that wave, okay? We know these people, all right? The one surfer who said, I'm going to rad that wave out, all right? Then there's the stupid weatherman, okay? Keep trying to get the camera guy to come closer. Here's the storm. Can you get a good shot out? Okay? So get him until the tsunami takes him out, then the camera guy runs, all right? These are the 2 dead people from that tsunami. We have on the drawing board a means to deflect it. Because, you know, the macho one is, let's blow the sucker out of the sky. You can just see the generals doing that, right? We got the silo, you hitch up your pants, let's blow the sucker out. Now, here's the problem. In America, we're really good at blowing stuff up, and we're less good at knowing where the pieces go afterwards. That's the problem. You don't want to go there and split it in 2, now you got to evacuate 2 coasts instead of 1. So if you deflect it, yes, it lives to harm you another day, but you move it out of harm's way for that pass, and then you're fine. So the goal is to deflect it so that it does not go through the keyhole. That's the goal. 2029. So have a nice day. Yes.
You know Santa Monica was the legislative district of those people.
Oh, no! Cosmic revenge.
I used to do the weather.
So, did you follow the camera dude close to the hurricane hitting the shore?
If it would spike the ratings, anything. Young man, do you have a question for Dr. Tyson?
I've heard of magnetars which are very strong neutron stars with very strong magnetic fields, and that they could have adverse effects on the Earth. How does that work, really?
Okay, so magnetars, he's doing his homework, isn't he? You're all feeling kind of stupid now, aren't you? I feel that vibe. Oh my God, the kid's 10 years old and I don't know what his question even means. How old are you, by the way?
11.
You're 11 years old. So thanks for that question. Again, we try to call things as we see them. So highly magnetic pulsars. Pulsars are rapidly pulsing, rapidly spinning stars that pulse at us. And if they're highly magnetically charged, then we will call them magnetars. It's just... So, you said it would be bad for Earth. Most things in the universe are bad for Earth. Okay? But fortunately, the universe is vast. So the bad things happen far away. So, yes, magnetar close-up would be bad. A pulsar close-up would be bad. A star close-up would be bad. A gamma ray burst close-up would be bad. A supernova close-up would be bad. It would all be bad. So, the lesson is stay as far away as you possibly can from most of the universe. The people who want to say, oh, the universe is all the physical constants are tuned for life as we know, and it's a beautiful universe. Every cloud, put your butt anywhere in the universe, you are dead minutes later. Okay? This is a hostile universe. In fact, Earth is hostile. Okay, I take you butt naked, drop you most places in the world, you are dead 10 minutes later because most places in the world is the ocean. Okay? And we don't have gills. Thank you.
You waited very patiently.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Just to flesh it out, magnetars, because they're strong magnetic fields, can focus deadly particles and radiation. That's why they would be dangerous, because they can focus particles, and if you happen to be in the beam, that would be bad. Okay, so that's why. Another question.
To follow that, it's clear how the general community has been a little reluctant to believe that Pluto's not a planet anymore. But has there been much controversy within the scientific community? Would you say? I mean, like.
Yes, the scientific community was as conflicted and as combative as the general public was. And if you found out how it was split between those who were deeply invested in their research plan to have Pluto as a planet, and those who just really didn't care. And so those who didn't care had no emotion one way or another, and in my judgment, were able to make a more emotion-free assessment of what was going on. Whereas the people who were trying to get funding from NASA to send missions to Pluto, if Pluto in the middle of that got demoted to like dirty ice ball, then the slogan for the New Horizons mission, which was funded and is headed to Pluto right now, one of the slogans was, we must complete the reconnaissance of the 9 planets of the solar system. Well, if Pluto was a dirty ice ball, that whole slogan goes away, doesn't it? So I think there were some political concerns as well, but the mission did get funded, the New Horizons mission to Pluto, and it'll get there in about 6 years. And we'll get a close-up view of what Pluto's about. Yeah.